Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to Ultimate Dirt TV for race number 2 of the night. You're watching the Dirty Old Bastards Speedweek night number 3. This time we just seen the 360 sprint cars. This time we switch out to the Pro late models. Or the Crate late models as also known as well. Qualifying underway right now. And the first car to hit the racetrack to take the green flag is going to be the number 93 of Chris Roberts. Second car to hit the racetrack in the 023 will be Kyle Scott. And in the 222 it's going to be Weston Newell. First lap time for Chris Roberts is a 16.629. 16.629. Kyle Scott, quick time with a 16.461. Weston Newell, third quick with a 16.794. Can Roberts improve on a 16.629? No. Weston Newell 16.461 and Weston Newell with a 16.548 jumps to position number 2. So there it is, the 23 in the Valvoline. Goes quick time at the moment. Rolling out next onto the racetrack in car number 50 in the VLR, the teamvlr.com. It's going to be in Blancard. In car number 21, it's going to be Tyler Henselman. And in car number 73, Alan Summel. So group number 2 for qualifying. I believe there is 16 cars to take to the track tonight here for race number 2, night number 3 of the Dirty Old Bastards Speed Week. Oh, Blancard hits the wall down the front straight away, and there will be no time taken for that 50. Tyler Henselman, fourth quick with a 16.730, and Alan Smell with a 16.810. Wow, that 50 looks fast off turn number 4, 16.943. Henselman with a 16.682 and a 16.768 for Alan Summel. Those 3 race cars, these I'll tell you what, they are looking sexy there. The teamvlr.com number 50 entry. And then you got the DOB, the Dirty Old Bastards car with that Ultimate Dirt TV logo. So I want to thank those guys for putting the Ultimate Dirt TV car logo on their cars. In car number 20, it's going to be John Lowe. In car number 22, I believe that will be Jason Nygaard. And in the 057 from Australia is going to be Craig Dunn. So John Lowe, the first of the 3 cars on the racetrack. Lap number 1 is now complete for John Lowe. We'll see where that puts him 6th quick with a 16.917. A 16.917. Jason Nygaard 8th quick with a 17.182. Craig Dunn, no time taken. Oh, John Lowe. He goes to position number 3, a 16.628. See if Dunn will get a lap. He does get a lap time in with a 16.852. So at the moment, a car on screen in the 023 of Kyle Scott is still tonight's fastest driver. So we're going to wait for another couple of cars to roll out onto the racetrack. In the 39, I believe this may be Jimmy Prakash. And in the 64, it's going to be Drew Neal and Jeff Fitzpatrick in car number 90. So a lot of these drivers running, or keeping the same number from their weekly numbers here at the Dirty Old Bastards. So the 39 of Prakash will be the first driver in group number 4 to get a lap in here. First lap time is going to be 7th, quick with a 16.810. Drew Neal, 3rd, quick with a 16.606. And how about Jeff Fitzpatrick, 16.603, position number 3. Can Fitzpatrick, can he improve? 16.603 for the black and yellow number 90. Not a bad effort there. As we've got one last group of qualifying to come out. We've got Jacob Escalopio in car number 75. In the... I think that was a Trackstar car. Yes, it is a Trackstar Raceware. That's going to be... I'm going to say that's Bandy. We'll have a look. No, it's going to be Taylor Fitzgerald. So Taylor Fitzgerald and Jacob Escalopio, the next 2 drivers, to try and lay down a lap time here. So Escalopio, no time. Fitzgerald in position number 13. See if Escalopio can get a lap in here on his second lap. Goes to position number 12. Taylor Fitzgerald back to position number 14. And we have 2 more cars to come on the racetrack. In car number 53, it's going to be Tom Prakash. And in the 25, it's going to be Jesse Bandy. So these guys get another 2 laps around Volusia. Tom Prakash, 15th quick. Jesse Bandy in position number 16. White flag for these final 2 drivers in qualifying here. Tom Prakash, can he go better? He does with a 12th place run. And Jesse Bandy looking to improve from position number 16. Unfortunately, will not improve. That will give us Kyle Scott, who is our fastest qualifier tonight here. In the 023, so we'll just wait for the drivers to fill up. We'll be back in just a short moment. Alright, we get set for our starting grid for tonight's 75 lap main event. Starting on the pole in caliber 20 in the 023, it's going to be Kyle Scott to his outside. The 360 sprint car feature race winner of Western Newell. Out of position number 3, we'll see the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick line up alongside the 64 of Drew Neal. John Lowe in a caliber 20 lines up alongside teammate on the 93 of Chris Roberts. Row number 4 on the inside, it's going to be Tyler Henselman, and outside in position number 8 is the 73 of Alan Samel. Jimmy Prakash in the 39 lines up out of position number 9, and Craig Dunn in the 057 lines up on the outside of row number 5 in position number 10. Position 11 in the 50 is going to be Ian Blankard inside row number 6 to his outside, the 53 of Tom Prakash. Then we go back to row number 7, Jacob Escalopio out of position 13, and the 22 of Jason Nygaard out of position 14. And your back row, car number 15, Taylor Fitzgerald, and the 25 of Jesse Bandy. That completes our 18-car feature event, or feature race. Those cars are rolling off right now. 75 laps the distance. It's going to be a long one. So a different car for the guys here at the Dirty Old Bastard. They're not used to running the late models. They're used to having fenders on, all around you. And on the sprint cars, I believe they run midgets and also rallycross as well. They run 4 nights a week. As Pace Truck will take the left-hand turn into pit lane. Can Western Newell, will he double up on night number 3? Can Kyle Scott get the win? Are we going to see Craig Dunn, even Jeff Fitzpatrick? Or we're going to see one of the DOB guys pick up the win. Pace car is off. And we are underway here. 75 laps the distance. We'll see if these drivers can keep it together for the full distance. And already the team cars. Wow, 3 wide. John Lowe gets out of shape in front of 3 of his teammates now. But the opening lap with a bit of fuel might be a little bit loose. Oh, John Lowe upside down. And there it is. Yellow is out. Prakash getting involved in that one in the 39. But that 20 machine, unfortunately, has got some damage. Thankfully, with these fenders on the race car, these cars can take a little bit more damage than what the sprint cars can, that's for sure. Oh wow, Jacob Escalopio from the second last row. Inside of a top 5. Oh no, 2, 4, 8 actually. So not bad, picking up I think 8 positions at the moment. Escalopio started 13th. So remember, 18 cars started this one. At the moment, Alan Savell, he's picked up 3 spots. He's up in 5th. Escalopio from 13th up to 8th. What did we start? 16. We started 16, okay. Kyle Scott will lead us back underway. White flag, lap 78. So, the dirty old bastards, these guys, they run the full distance under green flag. We don't see any yellows count. So you'll see on the lap counter, although we call it a 75 lap race, at the moment we go to a green flag. 78 lapper as the guys add 3 laps, and we are back underway. Kyle Scott leads. Western New and Jeff Fitzpatrick in the 90. Yellow is out. We got a car into the wall, and it's Tyler Henselman. Meanwhile, Jimmy Prakash is out of this one, and that car looks severely shortened in the 21. Not sure what happened there to Tyler Henselman. But having a good run in the Speedweek tonight, and I think I was told, I'm just trying to think what I was actually told about the points wise after the opening couple of nights, is that there's not a lot in it. I think Chris Roberts leads Alan Smell. I think it was by 4 points or something like that, or 20 points. It was somewhere around there. But the yellows are being brought back out again, so we see the white flag, or we will see the white flag come out on lap 81. So the pace truck will take a turn off next time by. So behind the pace truck yet again for the third time actually, if you want to talk about the initial start. So second one restart, second yellow comes out. Kyle Scott leads the field. Western Newell. These drivers need to just settle down. 75 laps is a long race around Volusia. Yes, these cars are a whole different kettle of fish to what most of these guys are using. Craig Dunn got shuffled back. See if Craig Dunn can make his way through the field. Oh, contact again there with the 15. I believe that's Fitzgerald, and we got a car in the wall. That's Craig Dunn. And here comes Henselman now. Wow. I think we got, having a look at that one, maybe Fitzgerald or Bandy, along with Escalopio involved. So John Lowe got some damage on that race car. So still no change as the third caution comes out, and I was told that this could be a long race. Well, if it's a long race, it's a long race, boys. It's going to be one of those deals. So still no change to your top 3. In fact, we'll go through your top 10 on the left-hand side of the screen. So Kyle Scott leads Western Hill, Jeff Fitzpatrick, Alan Samel, Chris Roberts, your top 5, John Lowe, Drew Neal, Tom Prakash, Jason Nygaard, and Tyler Henselman. As we wait for another restart and the pace truck to take the left-hand turn, the lights should be off, and indeed they are. At fourth caution, we should see white flag at lap 87.
Green flag, green flag.
So we haven't really done too much racing at the moment. Get these drivers just to settle down a bit, get into a rhythm and find their groove, and they can make their move. Roberts thought about looking to the inside off turn number 4 on his teammate Samel. Realised there was not a gap there. So now, remind a lot of these guys run sprint cars, so the late models are fairly new to these guys, and hence why we're seeing the early couple of cautions tomorrow night will be a lot different as well. They're going to have the 410 sprint cars, and then straight up after that one, they'll jump into the super late models. And wow, that is going to be an epic showdown, that's for sure. So it could be the 22 of Jason Nygaard, who's back in pit lane as we speak. So the 22 machine is certainly well and done for in this one, because even if he did come out, it's highly unlikely. So the lights should go out on the pace truck. Let's tap into the one-way communication system. So the white flag gets thrown on lap 87, which means we've got about 67 laps left to run here for night number 3 of the Dirty Old Bastards Speedweek. Now, also here the first couple of nights, so we didn't cover those ones, but we cover the final 2 nights. So we get set to get back underway. We'll keep an eye on the 023 and the 222. The 222 looking to double down. This is what we've seen in the sprint cars, but this time we'll see if Kyle Scott does not make a mistake on the restart. That's exactly what he's doing right now into turn number 3 and 4. He's keeping it on the bottom. Jeff Fitzpatrick, I tell you what, I'm very impressed with that number 90 machine. He's working that late model a treat right now. Chris Roberts, the first of the DOB cars to enter in position number 4. And then we got John Lowe and Tyler Hensel. Oh, sorry, that's Alan Samel actually, right in behind them. Just looking for Tyler here in just. I'm not sure what happened to the 21. There is, might be a lap down. Yeah, there's every chance that 14 is going to be a lap down. So he would like to get on the lead lap. And yellow is out yet again. That will be our 5th caution of the night. So I apologise for the little bit of a delay there with getting back on the microphone, just getting a few little issues sorted out. Some few technical ones. As we look back towards the front of the field, so Kyle Scott is still your race leader. The lights are still flashing. So it should be white flag, lap number 90. Which means we're still going to have at least 62 laps to run, or 63.
On the green go, straight up, single file, white flag, lap 90.
Alright, white flag, lap 90. So we completed the 28th lap, including the roll around. Which will complete lap 29. So 61 laps left to run here. We'll see if that number 023 can hang on, as there's been quite a few cautions here tonight early on. And we are back underway. The green is back out onto the racetrack. Western Newell in a second now, goes to the top side in turn number 1 and 2, and all yellow is out. We got the 25 around. Along with the 75, there is a parking lot out of turn number 2. Craig Dunn in the 057, Escalopio in the 75. John Moe getting caught up involved in that one. And another caution, so white flag comes to lap number 91 for this one. 93, sorry, I apologise. So wait for the pace truck to exit stage left into turn number 4. Tom Prakash turns 71 in less than a month, so proving that no matter the age, no matter what kind of age you are, you can always get on the iRacing service and have a drive run in the league races. It's a fun to be a part of. And Jim, if you can remind me, or tell me when his birthday is, if it's on or close to a day on when we are streaming. I'm willing to give him a happy birthday shout out, so just let us know in chat and I'll see if I can remember. So the lights are out. Kyle Scott, although we haven't seen too much racing here in the Pro Late Models, the Super Late Models come up tomorrow night along with the 410 Sprint Cars to finish off night number 4, the Dirty Old Bastards Speedweek Series here at Volusia, and we are green for the moment as we go into turn number 1 and 2, March 2nd. Okay, 2 days after my birthday, should be fairly easy. Western Newell to the outside. This time, can he get a run on the 023? But I'll tell you what now, don't look behind you, because there's a couple of cars starting to come Here comes Fitzpatrick as well in the 90. Nice job from Fitzpatrick. So Kyle Scott doing a nice job to hold off Western Newell and Jeff Fitzpatrick. It is a great battle. I do apologise for the sounds in the background. I'll get to that. I'll fix it up here in just a moment. Jimmy, what night is that on? In fact, let's have a look at March the 2nd. It's on a Friday night. So, look, technically it'll be his birthday on Australian time, which will be the... Actually, when is week 13? I'm not sure when week 13, I don't know what week it is at the moment. But we'll worry about birthdays later on, but we definitely will give him a shout out, that's for sure. If you can, just let us know. Meanwhile, Western Newell in the 023. These guys are starting to get a wriggle on. Let me tell you, Western Newell in the 222. Oh, wow. That left front fender got so close to the barrels on the exit of turn number 4. And Newell with a big slider on Scott, but Scott has enough to get back underneath. But how about Jeff Fitzpatrick? Holding his own right now. Staying out of trouble and running the low side of the racetrack. If you want to watch some of the best late model drivers in the world on the iRacing service, March 18, check out teamvlr.com when the Sprint Car Series starts up. We got the late models on the Tuesday night, I believe it is. I believe they're going to run Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Check out Team VLR on Facebook as well as Off Camber TV, and more than likely myself going to be doing all the sprint car shows and the modified shows. Depends if I'm allowed in the booth. Western Newell working the high side in turn number 1 and 2. Scott keeping it low. Close to that inside wall, that's for sure. But Western Newell, he will lead this one. Now I think we're up to white flag on lap number 93. So Jimmy, it'll technically be his birthday in Australia. Oh, Jeff Fitzpatrick out of shape. Thankfully, he only loses one spot and keeps the car going. Samuel has to check up just a little bit. Roberts in third. And what about the battle for the race lead yet again? We've seen these two guys do it in the sprint cars, and now they brought the Fender Racing, the late models out onto the racetrack. These are the pro late models. Tell you what, super late models are going to be very, very interesting tomorrow night. That's for sure. Roberts slowly starting to make his way onto the back bumper of the 023. As Roberts loves the bottom side of the racetrack, he's a catfish. He will just pedal around the bottom until there's no bottom anymore. So I believe we're past the halfway stage of this race, and although we did see quite a number of yellows come out at the start of the race, these guys finally get a decent amount of a green flag racing. That's meanwhile, look at the Jacob Escalopio, the lap car, trying to stay out of harm's way, trying to stay out of the leader's way. And he does so. Oh, wow. He turns the car around with a nice little 360. Gets it back going again. And we stay green. Nice job from Escalopio. So Western Newell looking to go 2 for 2 on night number 3 of the Dirty Old Bastards Speed Week, the final night tomorrow night. Hopefully we have a points overlay in regards to showing the points, you know, pre-stream or after or post-stream. We'll see if we can't get one of the guys from the Dirty Old Bastards to get one of those made for us. So Kyle Scott, Western Hill, still putting on a show right now. Western Hill still your race leader. So we need to complete 93 laps. So we've still got 39 remain. And yes, you can check out Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook. So Newell starting to pull away from Scott Roberts. A great job in that number 93. And to be a jack of all trades, you have to run to win the Speedweek. They started on night number 1 with the 305s and the street stocks, I do believe. And then they had the modifieds and I believe the limited late models. Tonight, obviously, the 360 sprint cars and the pro late models. And let me tell you, tomorrow night, the big guns get unleashed. The 410 winged sprint cars and the super late models. Oh, wow. Car into the wall. C25. And we are staying green for the moment. He just needs to get that car back to pit lane. In fact, he's going to keep it going at the moment. Oh, we got a car into the wall. It is Escalopio, and that may be the yellow needed just to bunch the field back up. And you can just see the damage on that 75, yes. That has had more hits than Elvis. There we go, limited late models on Mondays with the 305s, street stocks, and I believe it was the modifieds last night. Tonight, the 360s and the pro late models. And then tomorrow night, 410 winged sprint cars and the super late models. It is going to be epic. So, while we have a moment here in the proceedings, so let's have a look at some of the racing to come up, not only on Ultimate Dirt TV, but for myself. So the season opener for VR, Team VLR, with OCTV, it'll be the sprint cars on February 18. February 20 will be the late models. February 21 will be the UMP modifieds. As the lights are out on the pace track, so if you want to see the best of the best battle it out, check out teamvlr.com on Facebook, along with the Dirty Old Bastards. Those guys run from Sunday to Thursday, I believe it is. Those guys run 4 nights a week, and let me tell you, those guys certainly do put on a hell of a show. Running 2 races per night. We're back underway. I forgot to check what lap the white flag was on, but when we get close to about lap 90, we'll tap into the one-way communication system and listen out for, say, 5 or 10 to go. Western Newell in that dirt-coloured blue and white machine in the 222 now runs the high side in 3 and 4. Lap number 64 is complete. Kyle Scott still in second, and Chris Roberts. It's a test of durability and endurance right now. Oh, Roberts. Maybe something wrong with his wheel there, and it just snapped. It got too tight. 4th is Fitzpatrick and Alan Samel is in 5th. And the points for the Speedweek champion at the moment is not separated by a lot. And that comes back down to the 73 of Alan Samel and Chris Roberts. Now, Roberts has the points lead, I believe. Now the battle on for the race lead. Scott almost pulls up alongside of Western Newell in turn number 1 and 2. Roberts goes to the high line. So you can see these guys not running through the slick. They got either end of that slick racetrack. They're going low and going high. And Roberts has got that right rear pinned into the moisture. And it does the same in 3 and 4. In fact, it has 4 wheels right up near the cushion in turn number 3 and 4. Geez, I tell you what, Western Newell and Carl Scott battle on for 3rd now. It's Fitzpatrick. He was running in 3rd for quite some time. He made a mistake and Roberts got by. Now Fitzpatrick going to look back to the inside of Roberts. Off turn number 4, keeping him honest right now. 1 high, 1 low, Alan Samel. Couple of car lengths back from your 3rd place runner of Roberts. So we watch Fitzpatrick. This time he's going to run right through the slick. That's where throttle control becomes a big part of a dirt track racing. You run through the slick, you get some wheel spin. Meanwhile, battle going on for the race lead, I think. As Scott, he's trying everything to get by the 222 of Western Newell. And he will pull up alongside him into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2, they're side by side for the lead. So these guys are putting on a show. Newell still has the race lead over Kyle Scott. Roberts hanging on to position number 3, but not without a fight from the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick. Alan Samel back there in 5th. 6 is going to be the 50 of Ian Blankard, the VLR driver. Didn't have a good qualifying effort. So, he had some bad luck in the opening 3 quarters of this race. And we're closing in on about 20 laps to go. Still, we see Carl Scott in the 023 chasing down Western Newell. Scott made one mistake, and just like in the sprint cars, Newell was there to capitalise on a mistake from Scott. Scott now, he's going to go once again, continue to use that low side, and this time Roberts. Well, Roberts trying to find and search the fastest way around. He's tried top, he's tried bottom, he's tried middle. He's trying a different line in 3 and 4. He's trying to run through the slick and then slide up and grab the moisture coming off the corner. So we are surely closing in. Definitely less than 20 to run. We could be closing in on 10 to go here in the 25. Just trying to stay out of harm's way, but keep rolling around. Oh, yellow on the racetrack. Bit of a sigh of relief there from the 93 of Chris Roberts. They're certainly taking a lot out of him. Yes, I agree, Jim. In fact, quite a lot of these guys that run the 410 wing sprint cars and the 360s as well. I think even the midgets. Yeah, so you've got a good bunch of guys, and you know, to sort of step out of their comfort zone, you know, from a sprint car or an open wheel car, you know, not only into a late model but also a modified, because those modifieds, man, they are a tough breed to get a handle on. along with the midgets. I find, tell you what, man, those midgets, they are some of the best cars you will see, and I've seen some fantastic racing this week in the midgets. In fact, over the past 3 nights, I've done 5 broadcasts. I started off on Monday night. That was the midgets at Linear. Tuesday during the day, this is speaking Australian times, Tuesday during the day was the ARDC Sim Midget Series. That was at Linear. That was their finale, and they put on a show. And then Wednesday, I feel like I'm missing something. No, sorry, Tuesday night, I done the... We'll come back to it. I know my schedule now. I know what I've messed up. So Tuesday was not the ad. That was Wednesday, the ARDC Sim Midget Series. Tuesday night was the sprint cars at Linear with the V8s online, and that was a blast as well. Green flag is out, and once again I forget to check when the white flag is going to come out. And how about Kyle Scott straight to the low side? Has the lead coming off turn number 2. Payback from the 360s. Only this time, Newell, he didn't make a mistake. And Newell back to the outside. Who will lead that one? It was Western Newell by 0.013. Oh my. If you are in the kitchen right now, it is starting to heat up. So Tuesday night, yes, I went down the sprint cars at Linear. Wednesday, during the day, there was the ADC Sim Series for the midgets. And then I'd done the New Zealand Sim Racing midgets at Linear again. And I tell you what, all 4 of those races at Linear, not only the sprint cars, but also the midgets, were unbelievable. I then went to the sprint cars, the wing sprint cars, the 410s, in a fixed series last night at Knoxville. And then today, obviously, the Dirty Old Bastards night 3 of the Speedweek. And then we wrap up tomorrow for night number 4, the finale of the Speedweek. And as the season comes to a close, I think there's only 3, maybe 4 weeks left in the season. It's going to come down to Chris Roberts and Tyler Henselman. So busy week this week when it comes to broadcast for not only myself but Ultimate Dirt TV. We've been a part of it all.
Won the green guy, take that, single foul, white flag, lap 102.
There we go, 102 is going to be the white flag. It was split between great drivers in wingless and wingsy. Oh yeah, yeah. There's hey look, those wingless cars. They're another tough car to get a handle on. So we'll keep an eye on the laps as they wind down. Lap 88. Complete, make that lap 89 is complete. So 12 to run here, and Newell gonna have a challenge here from Scott into turn number 3 and 4. Roberts trying to work to the outside. 11 to go. Let's see if we get the last 11 laps to finish under the green flag. I hear some contact on the front straightaway. No yellow, so we're still green. Roberts has got a chance for second.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, yellow is out. As I thought there might have been 10 laps left to run there. So there might be 10 to go when we get the green flag. It's either going to be 10 or 11. And we'll get word from race control just when they get the one to go signal. So a bit of an up and down race for the Pro Late Models, but a car that, and safe to say this, probably 90% of these drivers are not really accustomed to a Pro Late Model, any kind of late model. In fact, it's all open wheel stuff. So, I mean, at the start there was quite a few yellows, but it's expected when drivers are trying to find their feet in a car that doesn't get raced all that often. Definitely going to be a different story in the 410 Sprint Cars tomorrow night to wrap up the Speedweek, the final night. And then the last race on the program will be the Super Late Models, and that will be an absolute barn burner. And I mean, coming down to the championship as well, you know, between Roberts and also Alan Samel. So Roberts actually going to pick up kind of a few spots.
On the green, guys, tighten up. Single foul, white flag, lap 105. Gonna restart with 10 to go.
There it is, confirmed.
Lap 3 in.
10 laps to go. So we'll try and count down as well. Restart Western Newell. Kyle Scott needs to get a good jump. Cannot go until the green flag has been displayed, otherwise you will get penalised. A couple of positions.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out, 10 to go, we're back underway. Western Newell with a great start, but he's going to go to the low side. In turn number 1 and 2, he's going to drive through the slick and slide it up. And here comes Scott. Scott through the middle, and whoa, Roberts! That was close, almost got into the back bumper there of the 023 of Scott. Roberts is going to go up top in turn number 1 and 2. So Western Newell started, he looked like he was starting to clear out. 8 to run. Newell looking like he may double down.
Flag is out.
Oh no. We are yellow. So we're going to restart with 7 to go. And it just looks like that the drivers are getting so close to the end of the race that they're just starting to make some desperate moves. Yes, cars are beaten badly, but that's expected in a late model race. There's a couple of cars that are certainly not straight. In fact, probably our front runners are the only cars that are straight at the moment, and drivers roll around with 2 to green. I'll get the 1 to green. And as Chris Roberts will say, alright guys, tighten up. White single file. White flag 108. We'll restart with 7 to go. Let's tap into the one-way communication system.
Single foul, white flag, lap 108.
There it is. As predicted. Let me tell you, these Chris Roberts and all the staff at the Dirty Old Bastards, as well as all the drivers that participate week in, week out, if you're considering that running with these guys, it is highly recommended, because these guys are a good bunch of guys. There's no BS. So straight up, I'll tell you what's happening, and you know, 7 to go.
Green's out, green flag, green flag.
And we are back underway. Newell this time going to keep it up top on this restart. Scott, well, running his usual line, running the bottom side of the racetrack. Looks to take over the race lead. Roberts now working on the outside in turn number 3 and 4. 6 laps left to run. Set it before. Will Newell, will he hang on? Will Scott take this one away from him? Are we going to see Roberts in victory lane? You just never know.
5 to go.
5 to go. Oh, car round. It's the 53 of Tom Prakash. Around and find himself in a pit lane. And 5 to go. And it'll be white flag lap 111, so 111. 107. So we could restart. With 4 to run. So it looks like, or barring a mistake from Western Newell, it just seems that that top side has the momentum coming off turn number 2 and 4. Although Kyle Scott may think about throwing a little bit of a haymaker, throwing a slide job just to maybe unsettle the nerves of the 222 machine. Alright, tighten up. Single file. White flag, lap 111. 1 to green.
One to green, guys. Tighten up. Single file. White flag, lap 111. 4 laps to go.
Confirmed. 4 to go. So 16 corners for Western Newell to hang on. Will he do it? Can Kyle Scott take this one away? Can Roberts surprise everyone? Ian Blanchard in the 50 up to position number 4. 4 to go. You just feel something special is about to happen. Into 3 and 4, side by side for the race lead, side by side for third as well. 3 to go. The outside lane has the more dominant run coming off turn number 4. Roberts looking to the outside of Scott in turn 1 and 2. Blanchard now. He's going to go to the outside. Kyle Scott, he may just get past. 2 to go. Blanchard on the inside of Roberts. Roberts with a run off turn number 2. Western Newell into 3 and 4. Confirming the white flag.
White flag.
There it is. 1 lap to go. 4 more corners to negotiate. Western Newell looking to double up here on night number 3 of the Speedweek. Down the back straight away for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to slide up and Kyle Scott to the inside, but Western Newell, he grabs the win. Roberts will grab third. So Western Newell, Kyle Scott, Chris Roberts, Ian Blanchard, Alan Samel, Taylor Fitzgerald, Drew Newell, John Lowe, Jeff Fitzpatrick, Tom Prakash, Jesse Bandy, Tyler Henselman, Jacob Escalopio, Craig Dunn, Jason Nygaard, and Jimmy Prakash. But what a drive from Western Newell. As we have a look at our couple of drivers to see who is in the chat. We got first place of Western Newell and Chris Roberts. So we'll go ahead and talk to our third place finisher of Chris Roberts. Chris, congratulations on third.
Yeah, thanks, Brett.
tough start to the pro late models. There was quite a few cautions there at the start, but once again, that middle part of the race, there was quite a lot of green flag laps.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of, like last night with the modifieds, we kind of went through the same trend. Cautions at the beginning, and then we ripped off some nice long runs in the middle. Miss racing, last miss racing as well. And at the end, it's caution, big cautions, but man, we ripped off some, I think, 20, 30, some odd run there in the center of the race. So for running cars that we never ever run, I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, you guys put on a show, especially towards the end. You almost had Kyle Scott there. You had that top line working, and you went to the bottom, and I guess you were just trying to search around for the fastest way around.
Yeah, it was one of those things, trying to figure out which line them two guys are going to take to go faster. Top side through 1 and 2 was the line that I was going to run. 3 and 4, I had a good line of entering high and exiting low, but just I had to check up with Kyle in the middle of the corner, so I was just kind of stuck with the top side, just trying to get around, trying to get around.
And you are almost clinching the Speedweek. You've still got the 4/10 to go. I believe you got a little bit of a points lead on Samel, I think it was. But it's going to be tough tomorrow night with the 4/10s and also the super late models.
Yeah, it'll be another tough show. Me and Alan, we came in tied tonight, but after his struggles and Kyle finishing where he did tonight, I think, I'm not sure, I don't know for sure once I get the results finalized, but I think Kyle may be tied going into tomorrow night with the Speedweeks.
Alright, man. Well, look, congratulations on the podium here in the pro late models. I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. Got a Blue Spear, energy company. They come on board with us. They're going to sponsor the 360s and 410s for next season with some trophies and broadcasts. So, thanks to Blue Spear for coming out. Dirty old bastards, as always. As you see, we can run other things on sprint cars. Give us about 20 minutes of practice. I think one of the guys earlier today, something that we ran. We'll figure it out. Put on a pretty decent show. Dirt track and bastards. Some of us had a rough night tonight. Others, like myself, we had a pretty good night. As always, you Brett with Ultimate Dirt TV. Thanks for putting us up for the broadcast. I do believe we put on 2 good shows for you. Hopefully, we can 2 more in 1.
You certainly did put on a show, and I'll tell you what, I'm excited for tomorrow night. But hey, congratulations on the 3rd, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night. Chris Roberts in 3rd. 2nd we don't have, but we're going to talk to the 222. Once again, standing here in Victory Lane, Western Hill. Well, you doubled down for night number 3. Pick up a hard-fought victory here in the pro late models.
Wow, that was a heck of a race right there. I hope it was as good as what it looked like from behind my cockpit.
I'll tell you what, as I said to Chris, you guys sort of struggled there at the start to get any sort of laps going, but when you got those laps going, the middle of that race, and you guys put together almost 40 or 50 laps back to back.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's a narrow, tight track. These guys, we aren't normally late model guys. We have some experience, as you saw, but yeah, once we got going, it was a lot of fun.
I think there was sort of 12 or 15 to go on one of the restarts. Kyle sort of got underneath you out of turn 2, done the same thing in 3 and 4, and then all of a sudden you just drove back around the outside. Then the next restart, you went to the bottom just to sort of protect that line. How tough was it to hit that bottom, knowing that you're keeping the momentum up on the top side was really where you had to be?
Yeah, I really didn't want to leave the top, but I knew he had been getting such a good run down there. I thought it was at least worth my time to go down and check it out. The car just pushed like a dump truck, so I just went right back to the top. It seemed like once I got my momentum built up, it was hard for him to catch me down on the bottom.
All right, man. Well, look, you doubled up here on night number 3 of the Speedweek, picking up the win in the 360s, hauling out the Fender Pro late models and picking up the win in that one. Congratulations on taking out both features tonight. Once again, I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, as always, of course, Ultimate Dirt TV, you guys have a top-notch stream here. I'd like to give a shout out to the Dirty Old Bastards, as always. It's a great league to run in. Check us out on Facebook. FMR, Worm Paints, Fast Time Racing, John, Chris, all the guys over at the PA Posse. Thanks a lot, guys.
There we have it. Western Newell picks up the win in the Pro Late Models as well as race number 1 in the 360 Sprint Cars. And that concludes night number 3 of the Dirty Old Bastards Speed Week. Tomorrow night we come back for the final night of the Speed Week. Race number 1 will be the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series, the 410s, the big boys. And then after that one, it will be the big boys in the late models. It's going to be the super late models to finish up Speed Week around Volusia. On behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, we say goodbye, and we will see you tomorrow night for the final night of Speed Week for the Dirty Old Bastards.